Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Dreams to Keys Realty YouTube and TikTok channels. We are on both platforms today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't made it to either of our channels in this new year of 2025, welcome and Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us on the platform. And we love to see you subscribe, like, comment, and share to those that you know are interested in this type of content. I am Jalon Strong, the Essential Millennial Realtor of Dreams to Keys Realty, and I wanted to welcome you all to start off this live. So welcome, 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 and thank you for joining. So today, I actually scheduled this live for a later date, but we have time today, so let's knock this out. We're going to start our bingo series, our bingo card series. And what you will notice with this series is that this bingo card does not have as many tabs or spots as a typical bingo card would, because we don't want to make things more difficult just to draw out the steps or the process. We want to make it as simple as possible. So before we get into that, we're going to start with our link in the bio highlight of the week. Doing this for several lives, going back through 2024's lives. So with the link in the bio highlight of the week, I'm going to pull up our link in the bio so that I can show you the highlight of the week. It is the DIY credit repair kit. And I will show that to you on YouTube in just a moment. If you are on TikTok and you want to see what we're sharing on YouTube, come on over to from TikTok to YouTube by going to the link in the bio and clicking the YouTube icon. So there's a lot of talk about what may or may not be happening with TikTok, but regardless, we are on YouTube and we will continue our lives here. All right, so let's pull up that screen. And I just want to make sure everyone on YouTube can see what I see. So give me 1 second. Okay, so now we can see the link in the bio, how it looks. It did change a little bit from what it looked like in 2024, but we're here now and we've made some adjustments, as we all should, as we move throughout life and business. So here you see the YouTube icon is here. So if you're on TikTok, you would want to click here to get to our YouTube channel. And the highlight of the week is the DIY credit repair kit. Now, what you'll notice is that we've streamlined our website here from the link in the bio down a bit. So how do you get to the DIY credit repair kit? Well, we're going to take you through our merch. This link that details the Dreams to Keys Realty merch will take you to all of our products, including our ebooks, such as the DIY credit repair kit. So as you go on this site, you'll see that these are some of the products. As you continue to go on, it should populate an arrow. You see more and more products. You'll see we have sweatshirts, crew necks, hoodies, our journals were there to start off. We have shirts, and there's a welcome message. A lot of products. We have our Rent to Own ebook. We have our Credit 411 ebook, which if you schedule a consultation with me, you will get that free. And here is our DIY credit repair kit. So this is how you would access that kit, by going to the merch link on our link in the bio and going to the arrows to get to the product, the DIY credit repair kit. Once you click there, it will tell you more information about this kit. And essentially, if you are someone who has gone through the steps that we'll talk about in this live, you may see more of a benefit with using this repair kit, as we talk about this further. But this repair kit can help many people, and it details a lot of the ways that it can help you. So, understanding your credit report, verifying your personal information, building credit, and challenging any negative items or derogatory items that are on your credit report, such as those listed here, which include collections, charged off accounts, anything such as judgments or even bankruptcies to a certain extent can be resolved through means such as the DIY credit repair kit. So if any of those things are issues for you, and of course, if you follow with us in this live today, you'll be able to kind of figure out if this is an issue for you if you follow the steps that we guide you through today. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen. So that is our link in the bio, highlight of the week, the DIY credit repair kit. Now let's talk about why we are here. We are here to start off our bingo series. So bingo for future homeowners. This is the homeowners edition of the bingo card. So step one is where we will start, and I'm going to pull up our PowerPoint that we will be reviewing today. So as you can see, we have a bingo card that's shorter than the typical bingo card because we want to make it as simple as possible. And the step one is in the top left corner, where we will start with reviewing credit. What you will take away from this live is how to acknowledge, or you will be able to acknowledge how to access your credit reports and credit scores. You will be able to identify report that may be incorrect or negatively impact your credit. You'll also be prepared to discuss your credit concerns with your mortgage lender. So those are some great benefits if you are someone who is interested in home ownership this year or any time in the future. Credit reports. So one, in order to review your credit report, you have to access your credit report. And for those of you who may not know, you can access a free annual credit report from all 3 credit bureaus from the website annualcreditreport.com. So this is a free one once a year. Once you go on that website, you can put in your information and let them know which credit bureau reports you are looking to access. It will take you to each individual site for that bureau where you can access your report. From there, we recommend that you save or print each credit report and look for the negative marks or inaccuracies. Depending on how much credit reports, I'm waiting on YouTube. It looked like it froze a little bit. So your credit reports could be quite long. So it may be best, instead of printing, to save it as a PDF and go through it that way. Here we recommend that it would be an opportunity for you to get a sheet of paper for each credit report. So let's say you have Experian. Put Experian at the top of that sheet of paper, make a line down the center of that sheet of paper. To one side, put the negative marks or negative things that negatively impact your credit report. And on the other side, put things that are inaccurate. So there, with that one credit report, you can outline for this credit report what is causing some negative impacts. Examples of that could be late payments, bankruptcies, collections. And you can also put things that are inaccurate. So maybe there's an address, a name issue, several things could be inaccurate or out of date. You want to put those in that section of your list when reviewing your credit report for each credit bureau. So this helps you to prepare to discuss these issues with a mortgage lender. So when you go into your first consultation with the mortgage lender, you're not going in saying, well, I think it should be around, this is what should be on there. You've reviewed your credit reports and you know what it actually says for you. And prior to making any steps to dispute, and we'll talk about that a little bit further, you want to have that conversation with the mortgage lender first, because if you proceed with certain steps outside of the guidance of a mortgage lender and you are pursuing home ownership, Your steps could indirectly impact your progress toward home ownership, and we don't want that to happen. So we want you to have the conversation with your mortgage lender first before doing any disputes or any adjustments with each credit report. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. So that's how we would recommend that you review your credit reports. Now, let's talk about reviewing your credit scores. Many of you may know that you can access various apps or sites that may tell you your credit score, but the accuracy of that is somewhat the issue when it comes to being prepared for home ownership. For example, you may use Credit Karma to keep up with your credit scores on a day-to-day basis. But when your mortgage lender is looking at your credit score, there could be some difference between what you've seen on Credit Karma and what your mortgage lender is seeing, when they are looking at the credit score that they get from that tri-merge credit report they pull once you get to that stage in the home ownership process. So we want you to not be surprised, not be unsure. So what we would suggest here is that you use the credit bureaus to provide you that information. One of the credit bureaus that gives credit scores or access to credit scores from each credit bureau is Experian. Experian offers a free option for you to access your credit score with them, as well as a premium option where you can get all 3 credit scores. They have currently a 7-day free trial followed by a payment of $24.99 monthly. So you could use that 7-day free trial to get the access to those 3 credit scores from all 3 bureaus. Whereas you could save that money, that monthly payment, by just using the maximum time on that free trial, if that makes sense. So there's a way to keep it as a free option versus having to pay monthly. But we would recommend that you go through the bureaus that are doing the reporting of not only your report, but your score, versus going through sites that may have some variance in what they're reporting and what your mortgage lender will see, that ultimately, toward the end of the home buying experience, is going to be used toward the underwriting process. So you want to make sure that you know where you stand and you know what is being communicated to those on your behalf who would access your credit report and score. So these are the steps that we would recommend for accessing your credit score, which would be going through the credit bureaus themselves, starting with Experian with the free options. And if you need to also access the other bureaus, using their premium option and maximizing that 7-day free trial to get those scores. Once you have those scores, if you've already followed the guidance from reviewing your credit reports, then you can also keep those sheets of paper that we talked about before, where you were writing down the negative items on each report and inaccuracies. At the top, put the credit score that is associated with that report. So put the Experian credit score on top of the Experian list that you made with reviewing that credit report. It can also help you see possibly why there are some differences in your credit scores if you see that there's differences in what's being reported at each bureau. So that is another suggestion that will also help you toward your discussion with your mortgage lender. Is this some good information? I hope it is. If it is, tap that screen. Let's see some hearts on TikTok. Let's see thumbs up on YouTube. And hopefully you guys, if you're missing any information that we covered previously, that you'll come over to YouTube and catch the replay. Subscribe or follow us on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, and we'll be engaging with you further in the comments. So leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns. Now we're moving on to credit improvement. So let's say you have reviewed your credit reports and your credit scores. Now you're wondering, what do I do next? If you are in the home ownership process, this is what we would suggest for you to do next. So if your credit score is not where you would desire, for this example, we're going to say it's below 680, and you're still making on-time rental payments as you are renting currently, we would consider contacting Rent Reporters. Rent Reporters is linked in our bio. We have an affiliate link with Rent Reporters where they help to assist those that are currently renting and making on-time payments to utilize that to help build their credit score. What they have seen is in an average of 10 days, they've seen a boost of 40 points on their credit score reporting. So we would recommend that if you are making on-time rental payments and you need a boost in your credit score, to utilize their services to get that boost. That is something that you're already doing, but your credit reports do not automatically show your on-time rental payment. So Rent Reporters is doing a service that would not normally happen. So that's why we would suggest doing that step if you are a renter making on-time rental payments. Again, you can go to the link in the bio to get started with them. And if you feel that their services are not up to your liking, within 7 days of the first reporting, if you have issues or you're not satisfied, contact them. They have a no regrets policy, and they will be able to rectify the situation with you from there. So that's one thing you can do to improve your credit if you are renting and making on-time rental payments. The second thing is we would not recommend that you dispute anything at this stage if you are looking to buy a home. In step 4, we will discuss more about the process with the mortgage lender and how we recommend going into that process. But at this stage in step 1, it would not be advisable at this stage to put in any disputes, because at certain points in the home buying process, if you have an open dispute, it may not show the appropriate information the lender needs to make their approval. So we do not recommend that unless they advise that. And once we get to step 4 is when you would be talking to the mortgage lender. So we would say hold off on any disputes. And also, if you have any credit report issues that need to be addressed after discussion with the mortgage lender, so after step 4, then we would recommend considering utilizing the DIY credit repair kit that we discussed in the link in the bio. So should you have issues that they recommend, if you were to get this removed, this would put you in a better position for the home buying process, then we have those steps in place. We have those resources in place for you to get that done. Again, both Rent Reporters and the DIY is paused for a little bit, so we're waiting. Okay, so that's pretty much step 1. Now, if you've heard all of that and you're like, I'm not sure what that means for me, because even though this is step 1, I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to buy my home this year. So if you are someone that is unrepresented and looking to buy or sell and even rent to own, talk with you and see if you're a millennial realtor. Excuse me. And we do offer the free consultation at our website, dtkrealty.com/book-me. If you go to dtkrealty.com for seat in home ownership, if you schedule a time and you do not attend, there is a $15 no-show fee, because we want to make sure that we're utilizing our time and resources for those that are ready to go for their process in home ownership. So we don't want to take away opportunities from those that are ready to take the opportunity on. So if you need to reschedule, please do that and make sure that you're prepared to attend at your scheduled time so that you do not incur the $15 no-show fee. Because there is a $15 no-show fee, when you schedule the consultation, it will ask you information that will be used should that no-show fee need to be drafted. Now, if you're someone that says, maybe I'm not in that area, I'm not in Gwinnett, I'm not in DeKalb, and I don't necessarily want to even live in Georgia, then we can still assist you as well. So you can text the word referral, REFERRAL, to 770-7. From there, we'll contact you and start the referral process with you if we find there as well. With the referral process, you will be asked to review and sign documentation saying that you are giving us permission to find a real estate agent, realtor, or real estate broker on your behalf for the services that you are looking for. Once you sign that, then we go on real estate expert, in this case, a real estate agent or real estate broker or realtor, to represent you in whichever side of the process that you need assistance. And for everyone, no matter if you're looking to buy, sell, rent to own, or if you're just a homeowner right now and you're satisfied where you are, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our other platforms. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. So subscribe on YouTube and follow us on the other platforms. Please like, comment, and share our content to those that you feel would be interested in this content. You could even share it to your profiles on your social media pages. That would be very helpful. As you may have learned, as you may have learned in our previous live where we talked about our goals, we would love to be a YouTube partner, and a lot of that goes into play with the likes, the subscribes. So make sure that you are subscribing to our channel if you're watching us, and even if you're catching us on the replay, please subscribe and like the video. Everything helps. All right, I'm going to remove the PowerPoint and wait for any Q&A. If any of you have any questions that I can answer at this time, I would like to give you the floor to do so. And I'm also, while we wait on a few questions, I'll give a few minutes for that, but I'll talk about some of the things we also have going on. So on our website, as you saw, we have several products. We have the ebooks. So these are the 3 ebooks that we have. The Credit 411, the DIY Credit Repair Kit, and the Rent to Own are all ebooks that you can purchase on our website. If you schedule a consultation with me, you can get the Credit 411 ebook for free, and you get a discount code for the DIY Credit Repair Kit. We also have several shirts, including our baseball style shirts, which were the newest additions to our My Dreams Have Keys collection, where we have not only shirts, baseball shirts, hoodies, and crew necks, but we also now have journals. So we have the hardcover and the spiral journals that are accessible. All of these items are accessible at our website, which is dtkrealty.com, which you can access from the link in the bio where it says Dreams to Keys Realty Merch. And of course, we are on YouTube, where we are talking about a lot of things specific to our market, where I service Gwinnett and DeKalb counties of Georgia. So I don't see any questions. So I'm going to end the live. Should you have any questions later on, please leave them in the comments on the replay. We will address them as soon as we see them, and as soon as possible, we will get you the appropriate answer. Should a confidential way or private matter, please schedule a consultation with us from the link in the bio, which you can also access at dtkrealty.com/book-me. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and week.